Legendary Nigerian singer and actress Onyeka Onwenu has reportedly died at the age of 72. She was said to have died on Tuesday night at the Reddington Hospital in Lagos after slumping at the birthday party of Mrs. Stella Okoli. Onwenu will be remembered for her music albums such as In the Morning Light and Dancing in the Sun and One Love.
We had so much money coming in from the oil, and you just couldn't see where it was going. And some of the projects Nigerians did not agree with at the time. Some of them have turned out to quite the contrary, to be good projects. The movement to Abuja, a lot of people would tell you was a good thing. So then Nigerians were criticizing it. But certainly, the main thing at the time was the 5 billion naira rice import that could not be accounted for. I mean, we were talking about 5 million then, and we were going, oh my God. And now we're talking about trillions. And I'd like to say that we've squandered the wealth we had and the one we didn't have, because we're squandering the future.
The elegant stallion takes a bow. This is, came this morning, said here in news, filtering in. This happened last night. Really, really sad story, really sad news. But she almost practically died after doing what she loved doing, which was performing, singing. And so even though sad, it's good to know that up until the very end, she was doing what she loved to do, never to be forgotten, not just as a singer, of course, as a journalist, as an actress, just a brilliant woman all round, and the pride of not just Nigeria, but pride of Africa as well.
I mean, very sad one, Ari. I mean, I was up early this morning, around 2, 3 a.m. when I got the message. I think it was another entertainment guru himself, Kanayo, that first sent the message that he thinks something had happened to Onyeka Onwenu. And when the story started to come out, my heart was just shattered. I mean, she was not just a singer. She was a Nigerian that truly had a heart and a conscience for this country. She was also a journalist. In that interview there with Charles, our colleague Charles, he was talking about the documentary she had done in '83, which is Squandering of Riches. And I think everybody should go and watch that documentary, because Onyeka captured the essence of a country that was transitioning into the military government then. The military had just taken over after Shehu Shagari had its run, and the political shenanigan had started. There was a lot of corruption. But when you look at the level of problems Nigeria had then, it's still pretty much replica of what we're having now.
In fact, she said it's gone worse.
So it's even worse off. We've squandered riches. Then we're at a whole lot better place, but today we are no longer here. She sang a lot of songs about unity. We remember that great, duet, Nigeria, Iti Wani, and that King Sunny Ade was also there. One Love, Miyogogo, many songs like that. It was the elegant stallion. I had a chance to MC the performance. At some point, we brought her when I was at a former radio station, then Inspiration FM, to come be at one of our, I think it was an Easter jam. And the performance was electrifying on stage. I had the privilege to dance with her on stage that time. I'll constantly have that memory about Onyeka Onwenu. She's indeed one for the ages now.
Yeah.
Well, Onyeka Onwenu, musician, songwriter, actress, public administrator, politician. It's unfortunate she's dead. He was born May 31, 1952, so she died at 72. Well, as a musician, she was known for her distinction as a performer, singing about health, peace, other issues of experience, motherhood, and those other important issues. And as you mentioned, many will remember One Love. Many will also remember a duet with King Sunny Ade at that time. And then before she died, she was planning to do a remix of her songs with younger people. Now, as a public administrator, she was chairperson of Imo State Arts and Culture, She was also later Chief Executive Officer of the National Center for Women Development. She was also active in politics. She was a member of the People's Democratic Party. Twice, she wanted to be a local government chairperson at Idiato North local government area where she came from, but she lost. But she ended up having the opportunity to serve in government. She was a journalist. As TV presenter, she was the author of A Squandering of Riches, which she did in 1984. She was also a presenter on the NTA channel, Contact, and also, what's the other program again? Who's On, both on NTA. And then also, we were talking about copyright this morning. In fact, she was an activist on copyright issues, the same subject that Prince Nduka Obagbena was talking about yesterday. After she had left NTA, she confronted NTA to pay her royalties for using her songs without permission. In fact, she went and picketed NTA, and I think Memore Bruce was Director General then. Yeah. And then he blacklisted her songs on NTA, the same NTA where she had worked. But eventually, they found a way of reconciling. So this issue about copyright, it's been there, long before now. She was also an actress. She acted in many films. In fact, her filmography is as long as her musical works. But you see, as they say, all good things come to an end. What we regret is that it's only the good people that keep dying. And it was a good thing that she wrote her memoirs before she passed. So our condolences, will go to the people of Arondiziogu in Idiato North local government area of Imo State, where she hails from, the people of Port Harcourt, River State, where she grew up, and all the communities with which she was active in, Nollywood, broadcasting, journalism. It's a major miss, and may God grant her peaceful repose. And to her two sons, she lived a very private life. She was, I think they used to address her in night shift in those days as Mrs. Ogunlende, and occasionally the husband would come with her. But, she kept her personal life private. There are many lessons that the younger generation can learn from her.